Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of our Seed Showcase series. Today we are looking at another huge survival island seed because I figured the more people that see and use the previous one, the more variety people will want to be able to say that their world is unique. So again, I've just randomly stumbled across another one here in the background. I also think a lot of people have been using these because they remind people of playing Animal Crossing at the moment, where you have your nice islands, which I guess is people's way of playing it in Minecraft instead, I guess, which I can understand quite a bit. We are stood floating above the spawn of this world right here, and you can see the huge island behind us right there. There's also a couple other smaller islands scattered about in the distance, which you can see right there, and we're just going to get a quick overview as I fly by, and you can get a better view of the whole place in one go. As you can see, you've got plenty of potentials for big building projects on this world, rather than just a couple little scattergunned. This isn't really the sort of island that you would want to use for the challenging survival island stuff. Instead, rather, this is probably more for building like a base or like a island-wide castle or something like that. The island is actually relatively flat. There isn't too many inclines and hills, to be fair, and even where there are hills, they're probably no more than 10 or 15 blocks high, as you can see as we float around here. This is probably the highest point on the entire mountain. Now, in the previous seed, there was a lot more terrain elevation changes, which probably made things a little bit more tricky, which I guess if you wanted to make a town or sort of a village or things like that on the same level, this is probably the one to be doing it with. It also has plenty of access to other biomes around the outside. You may have noticed the savanna over in one direction, and there are also some icebergs. I almost forgot the word for it there for a second, but yeah, there's some icebergs. I'll quickly run all the /locate commands in, and they will be in the description below for you to check them out, which is also where the seed is located. For those people that always seem to put in my comments, seed ? The seeds on these videos are always listed in the description, and for those people that get confused when they can't put them in to Minecraft properly, if it has a dash at the start, you have to include the dash, because there are two different ways you can put seeds in, one's with dashes, one's without. You may also notice from this nice big overview at the top here, you can see pumpkins just off to the right hand side, pretty close to where the spawn point is over there, which makes for good access. Again, there's a lot of people that ask for things like spawner locations and the end portal and things like that. I can always go and find them instead of you going loading up a creative world first, but I think that's the whole point of survival, is you have to find these things yourself. The way we're looking at this right now is we're facing west. That is the north side, so that's how you will see it on a map, is that's the shape. But yeah, it sort of reminds me of sort of Italy that way a little bit, I guess. Sort of, it's quite wide up on the east side over there. But yeah, I recommend you checking this out. The seed will be in the description, as I've just mentioned. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all again in the next one. Bye-bye. Really wish my Xbox wouldn't decide to run the fan as I hit record. It would make things so much easier.